Hello guys, for today's video we are going to study and learn Deadlock lineups, specifically Annihilation. So first lineup that I will show is something here, just aim here, go here, you put your crosshair here, and then pull them to their grave.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
It hits
Nothing
default.
there.
That's for default. Now how about if you're playing on site? For example, you're playing here, and then you hear them pushing up, you get scared, it's a neon, it's dashing towards you, you go here, you can ult
Pull
here,
them to their grave!
at this yellow
Ultimate
spot,
ready. Nothing
it
there.
hits default as well, and this general area, so anyone standing there,
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready. Nothing there.
anyone standing there will be cooked. Next, what if you're like around here in this general area, and then they're like trying to push you, and they're also planting at the same time, just aim at this spot.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate nothing there.
See, it bounces and it catches the planter. Now what if you want to wait for your team for retake? You just aim here at this area.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
It's the
nothing
same
there.
thing, it hits there. Now what about if you're playing market? Well, you can go here, go out
Pull
here,
them to their grave!
this right
Ultimate
spot,
ready.
it hits that.
Nothing there.
Or if you're here, same
Pull
thing.
them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
hits that.
Nothing there.
So that's it for B side. Now what if you're trying to go A and then you hear them a lot here and nobody's actually lurking mid, or you have someone holding you this, you can just go here at this general area, not really specific, as long as there's a little bit of cover. You aim here, then you jump so that the range is farther and it is more guaranteed. You jump up before you shoot the pulse.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready. Nothing there.
Okay, aim lower
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
like that.
Nothing there. Pull
Because
them
what
to their
happens is,
grave! Ultimate
for
ready.
example, I put on ghost mode. What
Nothing
happens
there.
is it explodes here in this where I'm standing, and anyone in that radius gets hit, even if it's just their head. Like even if it's just their head, and they are like standing here, their head gets hit. Oh, they will get dragged slowly and up to here. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So that's it. If you want to catch people off guard while you're rotating to A. Now another thing, like if you wanna play mid, like mid and then A, like you're here, you're passively holding this, you can stand around this area here, and then no, actually here, it's the opposite. This one. So you can stand around this area. Actually here it's it's here. So in this general area, and there's someone in mid tiles, you just aim here.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
Same
Nothing
logic.
there.
It pops here. So if I was that non-normal pulse, it pops here. It's still a big radius. So anyone's head is gonna get captured and then they're gonna get dragged. So that's the same logic. I suggest you aim lower.
Pull them
Like
to their
you aim
grave!
higher, you
Ultimate
aim higher
ready.
instead of lower, so that it's
Nothing there.
okay,
Pull
not
them
like
to
that.
their grave! Ultimate ready. Nothing there.
So it needs to bounce there, not here, not here. It needs to bounce here. So if you aim lower, it's gonna hit them. Next is, let's say you're retaking A. For example, let's say this thing is smoked off, or like nobody's here. You know they're all on side. Let's say it's a 1v2. You know nobody's here yet, and there's one planting. You can stand here as long as you see this spot, this roof. Just aim there. Well,
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
it bounces,
Nothing there.
as you can see, and it hits here. So anyone planting here or here, this general area, they get cooked.
Pull them to their grave!
You can aim it
Ultimate
there.
ready. Nothing there. Ultimate ready. Pull them to their grave!
Oh, you wanna see
Ultimate
how it
ready.
actually looks in their POV? There, I'm gonna show you. There.
Nothing there.
So anyone there is gonna get cooked. They're gonna get hit by the ult. Now that's for retaking A. How about if you actually want to defend A at the first time? So for example, you have a team that wants to play aggro, like they're gonna one-way this, and probably have someone on elbow, play a crossfire with them, like hold this, B. If you have someone, or at least some form of utility to know if someone is actually here, you can play like here, in this spot, near the garbage can. Just aim this in this angled part of the wood.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
It hits everyone
Nothing there. Pull them to their grave! Ultimate
there. If you
ready.
aim more to the
Nothing
left,
there.
it hits more to the left here.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
Depends on you. It's
Nothing
not
there.
super specific. But yeah, it hits people there, so if you have someone baiting there, it's really good. Now another lineup is here. If you go here in this corner, you just aim in this roof.
Pull them
Green
to
roof.
their grave! Ultimate ready.
It hits everything.
Nothing there.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Now that's for mainly aggro plays and like defending it. But how about if you want to play retake? Well, let's say you have sensor here or something.
Sound sensor up.
Very passive sensors.
Sound sensor up.
Not for fighting, but like reactionary, like if they push there, you swing. Something like that. So you can place it here.
Listening.
Protect you from a potential swing while you're waiting for your lineup. So what happens now is like, imagine this is smoked off.
Blocking
There's
movement.
a smoke, you can't push out there. What you need to do is like stand here. Okay. And then you aim here. You see this? There's a slant in this wall. It's not obvious, or maybe it is obvious for y'all, but like there's a slant there. You aim there.
Pull them to their grave!
Your ult is gonna look like that.
Ultimate ready.
Then just bounce it.
Nothing there.
It hits the box.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready. Nothing
So
there.
it pops on the box. Don't mind the notification, guys. That's from my account. That's from my PC, not yours. So don't mind that. Anyways, again, you aim here.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
It catches
Nothing there.
anyone playing there. So if they have a like glove or like sage that likes to plant there and then wall it off or something, you can ult them like that. Or if they're like having a gecko, going elbow, planting here, always planting here. If you have another alternative, you just go here, this pillar, preferably more towards the ground, because if it's more towards upper here, like it's pretty difficult to guarantee that it will actually hit, so you go lower. It depends on you, but you see this slant on the wall, just aim there.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
See?
Nothing there.
Catches everyone.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready. Nothing there.
So anyone planting here in this area,
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
by that one,
Nothing there.
Far.
Ultimate ready.
like that.
Nothing there.
Or if you can't get out and you need to, someone is planting here, for example, like beep beep, and you want to counter that immediately, but you can't get out of the side, and it's like there's smoke here, for example. Imagine there's smoke here. Just ult here.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
It catches
Nothing
them.
there.
Or if you want, like they're still here, for example, you have a sensor here,
Listening.
and you want to catch them safely while holding elbow, you can aim
Pull them to their
more
grave!
towards
Ultimate
to the right.
ready.
Catches them
Nothing there. Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready. Nothing there.
So yep, that's really good. You know, right? Now another one lineup is like for post plant. I have one lineup. It's not actually my lineup. It's from Elock, guys. Watch him. He's really good at using Deadlock. But this lineup is from him. This is not mine. So you aim here. It's not very visible right now, but like, as you can see, there's a slant part and a corner for the wall. So you stand here in this area, you aim here, slant part,
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
and it pops
Nothing
here.
there.
So it's not really like a normal plant anywhere.
Spike dropped.
Probably there. If it's like there, around here near the box, near the mains. If the spike is planted there, this is a good like post plant ult. But if you can't afford that and you want a ult that's like easy, not and doesn't expose you to here, it's only good for like 1v1 scenarios. But like if you need to isolate 1v1s, like it's like a 2v1 or like 3v1, you can go here, preferably near the left side of this. Like you just go here, left side of this street. So you go like here, and then you aim here at the crossing of this wall and then this lamp.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
So
Nothing
it
there.
catches open plant and it also catches this corner plant here.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
So
Nothing there.
anyone trying to defuse will get hit. Now that's my first one for attacking A site, and that's actually like my last one because there's not much to do here as attack on A site. On defense it's really good, but on attack it's pretty boring. Now for mid, like attacking mid, you just go here. If you want to like aggress this space immediately, for example, let's say I'm a neon, I'm a neon with a judge, and I want to sneakily do this. Like the barrier is like here, then like around starts 1, 2, 3 seconds. Then they're like here. Then they hear your ult, and then they try to run. Then they get hit. Why? Because even if they reach here, look at what this ult does. Look at what this ult does. Okay, to do this ult, you just go up in these boxes. Then you aim here, around this lower part, like this brick part here, and
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
catches
Nothing
them.
there.
Even up to here, it actually catches
Pull
them.
them to their grave! Ultimate. Nothing there.
So even if they were like, even if they reach here, it's still gonna catch them. So this is a really good counter if you know your opponent likes to push up here and then like, play something like this angle. This is pretty annoying, especially if there's an op holding this. So try to go here and then you realize you get killed by this guy. So that's the first one. Now what about if they're like playing here? Let's say it's a chamber or it's a jet and they like playing up here. Like this is a good off angle. Like nobody plays here but nobody expects this. What you can do to counter that, same thing, but in this case you aim a little bit lower, so near the edge.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
So it hits
Nothing there.
up to here. It doesn't hit here sadly, but
Pull them to their
you can
grave!
adjust it
Ultimate ready.
if you want.
Nothing there.
So it's really good to counter players who like to play there, like offers. Now for attacking A side, B side, there's not really much to do here. You can't really ult here because there's barely anything to bounce it on, and there's a lot of obstruction in the way. The only lineup that I can give you is like go here near this orb, anywhere around this area, and just aim your ult like downwards.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
It hits
Nothing
here.
there. Pull them to their grave! Ultimate. Nothing there.
This is good for attack because like
Pull
imagine
them
it.
to their grave! Ultimate. Nothing there.
It hits this corner, this corner, this corner. So whether you're playing here for some reason, or you're playing here for some reason, here, or you're playing here, you're gonna get hit by this ult.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready. Nothing there. Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready. Nothing there.
It's not the easiest to hit because like I'm just actually just eyeballing it.
Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready. Pull them to their grave! Ultimate ready.
Yeah, there
Nothing
we go.
there.
So you need to aim
Pull
it
them
like
to their grave! Ultimate ready.
above,
Nothing there.
above the black line.
to their grave! Ultimate ready.
So, yeah.
Nothing there.
It's really good for attacking like that. And there's not much else for me to teach about ult lineups. That's basically it. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. I will gladly read them. And see you next time.
No escape.
Thank you.
Thank you.